In Oregon, a man said his health deteriorated after a glowing blue orb passed through his body. A family in California reported strange lights and a gray figure with spindly legs in their orchard. A werewolf-like creature allegedly prowled around homes in suburban Virginia. All three incidents were probed as part of a secret Pentagon program investigating UFOs. The program, contracted by the Defense Intelligence Agency, plumbed the connection between the flying objects and the paranormal for 2 years, according to the men who ran it. It was the beginning of a years-long effort by UFO advocates that eventually led to Congress passing legislation in December 2021 ordering the Pentagon to spend the next 4 years investigating unidentified flying objects. Read next, Ukraine's fighter ace Ghost of Kiev may be a myth, but it's lethal as war morale. The Pentagon's new office for what has been rebranded as Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, or UAP, has deep roots in the paranormal. Underneath the Washington defense talk about threats from China and Russia, there is a conviction among advocates that the strange objects glimpsed by troops and military equipment are part of a mysterious phenomenon that stretches back decades or, perhaps, throughout human history. As the stigma over flying saucer talk lifts, and the military connection has taken UFOs mainstream, some have become more open about those beliefs. People say, well, we're only going to look at the nuts and bolts machines. Well, you better come up with a lot of physics. It's far more advanced than we're capable of now, said James Lakatsky, a now retired DIA intelligence officer who set up the UFO program that ran from 2008 to 2010. And then there's others who say, well, they're nothing more than ghosts. Part of the paranormal world. No, they're a hybrid of both, he said. Lakatsky, a bespectacled man whom a colleague described as looking like a rocket scientist, started research right out of college on missiles and directed energy weapons such as lasers. In the early 2000s, he headed up the DIA annual missile threat assessment. He originally started the research out of concern that UFOs could pose a national security threat, specifically to U.S. missile defense systems. You know what was on the internet at the time? It just sounded like advanced technology to me, Lakatsky said. I said, I'm interested. We need to do something about this if it's true. And I spoke to my management, and it started from there. Lakatsky's later work unearthed the case of Navy fighter pilots with the USS Nimitz strike group who saw a mysterious flying tic-tac-shaped object zip away while training in the Pacific. The incident and witness testimony became key evidence after it was leaked in 2017, used by former Pentagon and CIA officials to prod the government into taking UFOs seriously. Their effort pushed the UFO issue in crucial ways that eventually convinced lawmakers something needed to be done. I don't care what anybody says, it is the story of the millennia and it needs to be talked about, said Jim Semivan, a retired operations officer in the CIA's Directorate of Operations who co-founded To the Stars Incorporated, a group that helped expose and publicize the 3 Navy videos in 2017 that helped drive the response in Washington.